All right. Well, what just happened? Okay, next to go. Where is my... So weird. There we go. For some reason, we lost that camera. Do apologize about that. Yeah. So how is everybody doing? So we have, who do we have? We have Crystal. Hello, hello. We have Jim. Hello. How are you doing, Mr. Jim? Gloria and Cordelia. Hello, lovely ladies. Melissa K. Hello, hello. All right. Sorry about my little bit of tardiness. I completely tried to go live on somebody else's channel, I think. I don't know what happened. Well, I do, but I don't. Sherry D. Hello, hello. So I gotta put that on mute. Vacate. What did I do? I was trying to decide what to do today, and I was going through my drawer of backgrounds and things. I'm still not quite sure. I found some old alcohol ink on some plastic packaging, and I was tossing stuff around, and I was like, oh, that looks really pretty, but I want it more oceany, because then I was like, hey, I got my mermaids and stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is try to make some acetate, and this is just transparency, nothing fancy, just a little bit of transparency. Is it dark to me? Hello, Pam. My eyes are really bugging me. Allergy season's gonna be fun this year. Piece of transparency, 8.5 by 11, that I chopped down because it was in my scrap bin. I'd used a piece of it before, and I've got this blue panel from back in the day when I first got the distress mica stains, and I just did samples. Yeah, we're gonna use some of these backgrounds, and we're gonna put a piece of acetate on it with some alcohol inks, but I want it mermaidish. Like, I want it to look like she would belong there. So I'm gonna use some blues, maybe a little bit of white, I'm not sure, and oh, that mica stuff just wiped right off, so that'll be good to cover that. Before we get got the mica on there too. So what we're gonna do is clean this off, and I've just got this is from the Dollar Tree. It's a fingernail polish remover bottle, which I emptied and cleaned again. And I put 99% alcohol, 3 parts, and 1 part water. So the internet said 3 to 1 is about 80-ish. Okay, and this is just my cleaning solution. Okay, this is not what I actually use to move the alcohols around. When I go to move the alcohols around, I use straight up 99%. Okay, 99%. I bought a couple years ago a big jug of 99%, and I just refill my bottles. There we go. So that's nice and clean. I can put that one away. This one's got a fair amount in it, so we're okay. I've got my inspiration sitting here. Okay. So I'm going to set those to the side because alcohol inks are messy. Okay, I'm not going to lie. We're not going to fancy it up or anything. You can go to your local hardware store. You can buy yourselves some rubber gloves. You can reuse those rubber gloves, especially with alcohol ink. You could like literally clean that off if you want, you know, but my hands get sweaty, they get hot. I kind of don't care. Yeah, I don't mind the messies. I'm not out to impress anybody, so if my hands get a little funky, yeah. Pre-COVID, remember when we could only find 70%? Yeah. PM says hello to everyone that's quietly watching, and she's sending out hugs to everyone that needs them. Lisa, I might have said something wrong. I have not made homemade paper. My bad. But this is just accent opaque spritzed with the mica, distressed mica stain. I am hoping to make some homemade paper. I need to talk to Dawn to see if she wants to do that one day. Oh, Dawn made some homemade paper. Yeah, we need to do that live, Missy. You can tell me what I need to do. Bring up my... Ooh, I'll have to get a blender because I don't want to contaminate my Ninja. I have a Ninja. Okay, so we're going to go... Oh, look. Mermaid. Let's use some mermaid for our mermaid. Let's see. Above me, I look up. If you guys see me stretching my neck, I'm looking up because I'm actually looking at my alcohol ink swatch. And we're gonna do mermaid with a little bit of turquoise. If I can find some turquoise. Where'd you go? I know you're in here. Sailboat. Maybe turquoise is in the greens. No. Glacier denim. Laguna. Pistachio. Okay, where's my colors at? Moss. Laguna. Where'd my turquoise go? You guys, it's right there. I'm such a dork. Bitty. Hello. So we've got mermaid, turquoise, and cobalt. Cobalt's going to be the dark blue around the edges. So light, medium, and dark. Okay, and then I do think I want to hit a little bit of white in there. Maybe some shimmery, fun stuff going on. Ew, that's separated. Hopefully. Ms. Bitty Penny is collecting cards for her Uvalde drive. She's up to 800 cards. I need to get some cards mailed out to her too. That looks like it went back together pretty good. What I'm going to do before I just plummet this stuff down is I'm going to make sure that it's actually good. Nope, you're a bag. I don't need a bag. I need a piece of acetate. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's stinky. So if your color separated, like this white absolutely separated, just shake the bejeebers out of it. Shake it back into submission. And yeah, just look at that. Nice, beautiful white. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, so we got our white, we got some blues, because you know the ocean, the white's gonna come in as little wavy thingies. So I think if I do this on a diagonal, it'll be more interesting on a diagonal. I don't know. Marguerite Francis, hello, hello. Crystal says you might need a U-Haul truck to haul them. Look into Penske trucks. When we moved from Washington to Ohio, we were gonna get a U-Haul, and I did a price checking, and Penske was way cheaper, and you got it for longer, just so you know. So definitely do any green streaks. We probably could. We'll do another one with some green streaks. We'll put the pistachio is more of a greenish blue. Let's do the next one with some pistachio. So I got some pistachio for our next one. Okay. I've got some pure alcohol on here. Just gonna kind of rub it in there. 1, to clean. 2, to get it rolling. Get that inky rolling. Okay. Now I got my little blower. Okay. You can use a straw. You can do whatever. Get some of that blowing that way. Okay. I should have probably done it the other way, but we'll see. Okay, so we got our turquoise coming in. Let them mingle together a little bit. Look at me doing this one-handed. And I am not doing this on a piece of paper or anything. I'm just going to oh gosh, those colors are gorgeous. I'm just going to let it collect on the glass mat. I always do that. I always trying to move my stuff around. Okay. Ugh. Had some crusties going on. Okay, and then this one is the mermaid. Get a little bit more alcohol in there just to move it around. Now there's blending solution, there's all sorts of stuff you can use. Well, not all sorts. There's blending solution and higher proof alcohol. I find that the higher proof alcohol does not affect the colors as much. So they're still pretty true. Alcohol inks, you know, they're made up of alcohol, so they dry really fast. Okay, that's a little too dark, so we're gonna kind of blow that backwards. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we're going to do that this way too. We're just going to blow it back a little bit. And add some where we want. Hoo-hoo-hoo, looky, looky. The glass mat will clean really easily, so I'm not worried about it not cleaning well. Oh, look at that. Might need some extra lighting. I don't know, does that help? So gorgeous, so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to try and get a little bit of alcohol right there so I can put some white in here. Just kind of blow that around. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. Oh, you guys. I wish you could see it up close. Shay, hello, hello. Okay, so now we're going to do another band. Going to do a little band of white through there. Oh, wow. And because I am like running that through, you're going to want to make sure you keep your nozzle clean. Oh, look at that. So I'm just going to add a little bit more white because it blends in, of course. Just let it do its thing. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Oh, wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just gonna, I'm holding the puffer quite a ways up because I don't want to move anything, but I do want it to dry. And you can see that's moving right there because it's not quite dry. Oh, I think sometimes planning out what you want it to look like helps. These are alcohol inks on acetate. We're going to take the acetate and cover a piece of paper to make a card. But the fun thing about the acetate is you could put it on pretty much anything. You could even use these techniques on metal, actual UPO paper, make some art to hang it up. And we went in at an angle and we went this way and it got too dark, so then we added some pure alcohol and sent it back that way, and then we made trails with the white, like oceanic-y. Yes, it is on acetate. If I peel this up, okay, you can see through that. Look at that. Now it's not dry. Oh, it's really, that white is taking a lot of time to dry, and that's okay. That's okay. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then we want to make sure, because the back is gonna be, oh wow, wowzer. Sometimes the back comes out really cool too. Look at that. Ooh, I don't know what side I like better. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I think I like the other side better. So foiling on the wet parts, you could, but I can tell, like, right in here, if I touch that, it's gonna smear because the white is far from dry. It's really thick in there. And the white is made up a little bit differently than the other alcohol inks. I'm not sure why all whites are like that, but they do a little bit of weirdness. But like right here, foil would stick in this area here. Let's go grab some foil. I want to touch it, but I don't want to touch it. You know what I mean? Grab some mink foil. You can use your scrap foils because it's not going to stick everywhere, and that's even if it sticks anywhere. So it's stuck there a little bit. Just got to give it some push. Try not to scratch it like I did. I don't know why I feel the urge to do that sometimes. Oh, wow. Ooh, you know, that might just pick that up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, it wasn't quite... That's alright, though. I do another one. We might like it better. Oh, that's alright. Wow! Look at that! So, that white did smear a bit, but it didn't smear badly. Like, it smeared kind of cool. And it allowed more of that foil to hit in there. But see, when I scratched it, don't scratch it in. Just rub it in. I don't know why I do that. I always do it once. I feel like. And then I was like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to scratch it. Don't scratch it in. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then we have, oh wow, because you can still see the shimmer from underneath that. Look at that. Oh, you guys, look at, ugh. Now I am gonna let this dry because in order for me to get this to stay put, we're gonna do either clear tape all the way around, or we're gonna put a border of washi, and I'm kind of leaning towards a border of washi. I think that would be really pretty. Just go through my washies, but yeah, if you put clear double stick tape just at one area, you don't have to glue the whole thing down. Okay, you can just put one thin strip of double stick tape up there, and that will be more than enough. Because when you send this in the mail, they're not gonna rip it apart or anything. They're just gonna open the card. Okay. And they might take a peek under there, but it'll be fine. So I might do that. I'm really liking this. Look at that gorgeousness. And you can totally do this on a way bigger scale and make some artwork for your wall. Okay, so now we're going to do this, and we're going to pop in a little bit of green in there. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the darks into the other colors, and then we're going to put a couple of splashes of green in there. But we're going to set this one aside because we definitely don't want to muck that one up. And look, I foiled my desk right there. Oops, I knocked Baby Yoda down. Okay. So, this, you guys, why? Is this, what is this? This is good. Okay. I forgot to cut me some, panels, you guys. Hold on a sec. Please hold. Just need a couple of cleanup panels. Should always have yourself some workable panels, because when you're working and you gotta clean up, you want to have them handy. Plus, when you're working and you need one, should have those handy. This is just my 65-pound accent opaque. It's more than enough for a card panel on the front of your card. Yeah, 5.5. I was looking at that going, that's not right, but yes. By 4.25. It might, Jim. Some of those sticky dot brands are pretty sticky. Okay, so we got some card panels. We're gonna borrow. We're gonna take one and we're gonna do our cleanup. Now, just like ink smushing, okay, we're gonna tap into this, but we gotta give it moving first. Unlike ink smushing, we do want to use alcohol. So I'm just gonna get this stuff rolling. Okay, and then we're just gonna pick it up. And it's gonna do some interesting stuff, because alcohol absorbs in the paper differently than into like UPO. So, oh, look at that. And just dab it in there, pick it up, and then you have another background. But this one is going to be ready to go. All I got to do is stamp some mermaids and set that on there, because we can just keep going with the mermaid theme. Look at that. So definitely can clean up your alcohol inks. If one area is too white, just add some more of the color in there. Might have to move it around to get it activated, but there you go. A nice, beautiful paper. Not wasteful, because it's paper instead of your UPO or your waterproof papers, okay? And then you just let that dry, which won't take long. Then you can get your cleanup, okay, 3 to 1. use your straight alcohol to get it activated, but use your watered down stuff for cleanup. No sense of using all the goodies. You know what I mean? Get that all cleaned up there. Look at that. And so now we're on the roll for another one. Oh, Miss Bethany's leaving us. She's going to a party. Have fun. Okay, so we're gonna, here's our next piece. Okay, it's right there. So we've got our dark blue, the medium blue, and then the other, and then a splash of green this time. Splash of green, a splash of green. Okay, and then we're gonna get our isopropyl alcohol in, and I'm just gonna run that all over. A little bit of cleaning going on, you know, make sure there's no weird thingies on there. Okay, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of liquid to help everything move. Susie Fick, hello, hello. So we're gonna start in the back at an angle. Oops, a little squeezy there. And then we're just gonna, I'm gonna do that. That's all I'm gonna do of that color because I had too much the last time. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna do this one. A little too much alcohol in there. That's all right. We'll just add more color. Get those colors to blend a little. Poof those out. Definitely too much alcohol, but that's okay. We can always go back and add more color. Just like so. And then we're going to add just touches of green in there. That kind of went a little too lineish. Sometimes that happens. It just not going as smoothly as the last one. But that's okay. We'll get her rolling. We'll get her rolling. This one's almost like, you know, the top of the water. So, I'm kind of liking that. So, if we add a little bit more more green in this one. Let that one just do its thing. Trying to get it to get some puddles to see if we can't add some more what's his face foil to. Try and keep it where you want it. Little light puffs versus hard puffs. Oops. Yes, Jim, thank you. He says, don't forget to switch to live chat. It's a good habit to be in. I know in our little chatty chats, you know, not very much gets lost if you forget, but those big chats, man, like Gina K and Mr. Crafty Pants, let me tell you, those chats are insane. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit more blue to this because it's a little too green. What? Yes. A little too green for what it's supposed to be, but that's okay. Ooh, I like it though. Ooh, let's do that right here. Very subtle puffs. Just like so. Ooh-wee, look at that. Get these really wet areas to dry up. Kind of feel like it needs just a little bit of balance, so I'm going to add a little bit of the dark here in this corner. It's a little too there we go. I didn't want the little spider veins kind of things. I just wanted nice mellow, and that's how you get rid of them. If you don't want the little veins in there, you just get them with some alcohol or your blending solution and gently blow them out. Now, and to avoid doing it again, we're just going to go back and forth, very light puffing, so I don't blow little veins out. Ooh, I kind of like that. I'm going to put a little bit more pistachio in this corner as well. I think that'll just help it. Oh yeah, look at that. No veining, don't do that. Okay, that's good. You see a seahorse. That would be pretty on here, a nice pretty seahorse, wouldn't that? Okay. So I think it's pretty much dry, except right here. You can kind of look at it and see the extra shine. Some of those extra shiny spots are going to be sticky, and then some of them are simply wet. And you gotta kind of roll with it to see which is which. And hope that you guessed right. Okay. So we're going to come in with some foil and just rub that down. Oh yeah. Oh, fabulous. Ooh, yeah. Ain't getting none down here though, but That's okay. Oops. Dang it. My finger rolled to the side and I scraped it right there, but that's okay. Yeah, I've used the hair dryer. I've used, I have a, airbrush, what is it called? Yeah, an airbrush. I don't know, I find this a lot easier. I don't have to pull out my compressor and the airbrush to do that. Their hair dryer is a little bit bulky and it heats up, you know, the acetate and stuff, but yeah, the little puffer dude is still my favorite to work with. But look at that. Isn't that just delightful? Okay, so we have... Ooh, that really makes it look green and luscious. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't like that one. Here is another... Oh, look at that one. I like that one. This color... I want to say this one is the... No. That other one was Holly Branch. I don't know what this one is. This one might be Tree Lot. Or that other one. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. It's one of them. Look at that. There's a little bit of sticky right here. Let's see if I can't cover that up because I just left my fingerprint in it. Why would I want it green? Green is fabulous. Yeah, if we went with green, then it just wouldn't be watery. You know what I mean? Oh, like, look at that. Fur card. The little mermaid on the... I like it. We could even do something that hides that little swoosh that I put there by accident. You know, maybe it goes this way and we just put that little swoosh right there. Then you could do a little sentiment if you wanted. You know me, I'm not much of a sentiment. It would go out looking just like this, and then something on the inside. Donna Long, hello, hello. You could stamp a fairy on the back with black archival ink and put it on a background that makes it look green. Yep, you could. Yeah, Miss Deborah, her internet, they're supposed to be out to look at it for her. She called them up and was like, I'm tired of this. And the guy's like, it's amazing that you even have any internet. So, yeah. And Linda, hello, hello. Ms. Dawn, hello. I don't know if I said hello earlier. Okay. So we've got 2 of those backgrounds ready. So we're going to do another cleanup. Okay, again, we're just going to get the inkies moving here. Get the inkies moving, 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 moving. Oh, look at that. Ooh, yeah, look at that. I'm going to have to get out my mermaids and such. My stamps. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Put a little bit of color down there. There's enough here. I'd do another one. Flat shaker cards. Hello, Emily. Yeah. Oh, that one's interesting too. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I think they're still vibrant even using the 99% alcohol isopropyl. I do have blending solution. I don't really particularly like how it works. Squeaky, squeaky. Sorry. Miss Bonnie. Hello, Miss Retired Bonnie. How are ya? Wickabella. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing good. I'm kind of missing the chatty chat there. But, okay, so we have done 2 panels of cleanup. Just look at that. No, that's a fib. We did 3 because we did 1. This is our first cleanup, second and third. Look at those. Those are ready for some mermaids. Well, almost. These are still wet. You can tell because they're cold. Okay. But they'll dry. That's just alcohol. And then we have our 2 foiled. Oh, look at that. Our first one turned out really good, I think, with the white in there, and it just picked up all that beautiful foil. And if we turn it this way, our little mermaid will hide some of that scratchy stuff that I did. Yeah, I like that. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay. We're gonna add some clear tape to these. And I have some red line tape that is super thin. It's, what is that, 1/8 inch red line tape. Stuff is fabulous. It's super sticky. Comes in different widths. Okay, we're gonna set this down here. Since this is gonna be the top, we're just gonna add a little bit of red line tape right to the top. Okay, just like so. Snip that off. Okay, peel that back. Oh, it wasn't completely dry. This one's having some issues. Some issues drying. That's alright. That white in there. It'll be about dry by tomorrow. Okay, and then we're just going to set this on here. I'm measuring the bottom and the 2 sides. That way there, when I set it down, it's mostly going to be perfect. And you can kind of see the tape up there. Right in there. But nobody's going to... Okay, if you just pull this out and it just look, it does blend in. It's not going to be too noticeable. Now we're going to use some of that same red line tape for Little Mermaid. Get her some tape to hold her down. I'm using a little bit more tape because I don't want her popping off. Now, if I go to mail this, I just put it in a bigger envelope. I put it in a regular envelope for it, and then I put it in a bigger envelope with a piece of paper to pad it, and then send it out. That way there, if it goes through the machine, even though I don't pay for it to go through the machine, if it does, it has a better chance of survival. Red line. It peels nice, but it gets a little sticky. Okay, and then we're just gonna plop her right over my little scratches, okay? Remember, boo-boos are just opportunities for embellishment, and I'm just gonna set that right on those boo-boos. And she is going to stay there. Now, if you want a little bit more support, you could put a little bit of tape right behind her. But I tell you, it's not going to matter. I promise. What did I do with my card bases? I need to do a little bit of reorganizing. Score, flip, fold. Pinch really hard and push that out. Fabulous. There we go. And then we can just add some lovely glue to the back of this. Beautiful card. And this is going to take up the whole front, so I can just stand it up, put them together like so. Look at that beautiful card. Ugh. That's gorgeous. But see, it naturally wants to stay together, so you're not going to have any problem. That red line tape or clear, whatever clear tape, is going to hold that in there. Okay? It's going to be fabulous. Look at her. Ooh, she's so pretty. Jim's auntie is eating lots of candy. Caramel coconut Oreos? No thank you. Yikes. Yeah, so when you're doing this method of alcohol, ink, and foil, grab your least expensive foil. It can be toner foil or hot foil system foil, like your glimmer foils, foil quill, mink foil. I mean, all the foils will work, because the sticky parts become the glue. And so it doesn't matter. It's going to grab whatever foil you use, even if it has glue, doesn't have glue. It's going to pull it and it's going to be beautiful. I want to say that this is actually, I think this is my foil quill foil, the samples that it came with. And there's still a lot on here when you're doing this technique. I mean, there's so much foil on this. Don't throw this away yet. See all that gray area? That's more opportunities for beauty. And as you can see, you don't need a ton. It just pops in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and foil. Let's go ahead and glue the back down on this guy. Is that the back? Yeah, that's the back, because we can't see the foil. I would recommend using toner foils. They are across the board cheaper than the hot foils. Any of those hot foils you get for your glimmer machine, Gemini foil press, all of those foils are a little bit more expensive. But in a pinch, by all means, pull it out. If that's all you have, don't bother going buy new. Just use it. Use your little leftovers and your scraps. See, that one blended in really well because it's really dark up there. And you can also, if you're doing this and you're like, okay, I need to tape it, I'm going to tape it here. Just make that part a little bit darker, and then they won't even see the tape. I mean, you can barely see it up there because this is much darker. Look at that. And then I've got another mermaid. But I think I'm going to do something different. I don't know. I don't want to cover up that area. Or maybe I'll put her in the center. Oh, there we go. Put her in the center. Haha. See, we're working it out. Working it out, working it out. So how are you guys doing? Do you want me to finish up? We've already been an hour. I could very easily pull out my stamps and do some stamping on these backgrounds if you want to see a couple more cards. Let me know what you're feeling. Do you want to hang out for a little bit longer? Okay. It helps if I get to the bottom there. I'm going to my first Stamp Fest the 24th through the 26th. Congratulations, Linda. Hello, Deanne. How are you doing? Put our little mermaid right there in the center. Oh, stamp away. I got my tickets. I got my tickets yesterday. No, today. Not yesterday. I got them today. I got my tickets today. I just gotta put them in a place where I won't lose them. Cordelia. She says she needs a cup of tea, and I don't know what else she said, but Pam says, I've got time, so please continue. Be quiet, Cordelia. Probably about the tea. Who drinks tea? I drink tea. I drink Arizona sweet tea. I like to drink that when I'm not drinking my cherry Coke. Ow. Okay. So there's this one. Stick them to the fridge. Yeah, you could totally make your little wooden pieces fridge magnets. A bit of penny. They're asking the deadline for the Uvalde cards. When's the deadline? Which I should know that too. Pam says, I started putting stuff for stamp away in a box, so I taped the envelope with the tickets inside of the box. That's fabulous. Janine Gloria answered your question. July 1st. Uvalde cards are due by July 1st. So make sure they're in the mail a week prior to July 1st. That way they're, it's, plenty of time to travel the mail. Unless you're in another country and then maybe a little bit sooner. Okay, so let me close these up as I'm sitting here. Oh, stick the tickets to the fridge. If you saw my fridge, I've got stuff stuck up there. Probably a good reason to clean my fridge. Yeah. Things fall off my fridge. The cat likes to play with the stuff on the fridge. Yeah, it may take longer for Janine. Yeah. My fridge is not really a safe place for things. Alright. I think I'm going to do like Ms. Pam there, because I have some stuff that I'm taking to stamp away. Put your tickets in. Yeah, no. As much as I move around my planner, I would definitely be afraid of them falling out. Because I take it downstairs, I take it all around now. I would be afraid of it falling out. But I do think I am going to put them in a box. Tape them to the box. That's going to, with me to, what's his face? It's a fabulous idea. Okay. But that's a good idea, Gloria. If I made a pocket on like the cover, like a little pockety thingy to put stuff in with a little paper clip, that would be a good idea for important things. Something that's, or even a little pocket on the particular month. Ooh, I might have to do that. Make little pockets for stuff. Gloria giving me ideas. Fabulous. Okay, so we have these. Let me rotate around. I'm going to go into my stash, and while we're looking at the stash, I'll leave you guys to admire those two beauties. Okay. Be sure to tell us where you put them so we can remind you. Right? I'll send you a text when I get my box started. Okay, so we have those. Look at these. These are all whimsy stamps. Whimsy stamps. I went on a mermaid binge and bought everything from Whimsy. Well, not everything. So this one is Salty Hair. Salty something. I don't know if that's salty. Something. Okay, and then this one is sweet and salty, and this one is Let's Be Mermaids. Salty hair. I did write it in pen. Salty hair. Salty beach hair. Salty beach air. Ocean air and salty beach hair. There we go. Don't mind me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so these nice cute little silhouettes, I think those would be fun to put on here. So see, this is the little swimmer mermaid. So if she was off in the distance, and then we have the little one down here with, maybe she's hanging out down here. Let me stamp that off. I want that a little bit lower. So I put that there, like she's down in there. Okay, I like that. I like that. Put her like that. And like this one's coming in from the top to say hello. Okay. And then this little guy, maybe he's hanging out over here, checking out this stuff. Okay, what is flipping up? Okay, and then Let's Be Mermaids. Nope. It's too small. Let's try the bigger one. We got some little dots if we want. Sweet and salty. Feel like it needs some stuff though. We got some more little dots. Our little dots are little bubbles. We have solid bubbles, and I'm missing one. Nope, it just moved over. So our solid bubbles and our holy bubbles. I like the holy bubbles. See, I've got holy bubbles from both sets. Okay, I like that one. Let's do that. Debbie J, hello. We're going to be live tomorrow on Debbie J's channel, playing with those planners. And I'm going to keep everything in because I am going to trim this down. Yeah, that's going to be beautiful. Let's Be Mermaids. Get back in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that into the stamping platform. Because with our solid images, I do want them to be nice and solidy. Nice and solid. And that'll be perfect in the corner. Put a little magnet there. Make sure she's rolling downwards. Fix my little seahorse. And she's just checking stuff out down here. Okay. Ghost Protocol. Bye, Linda. Have a nice walk with the pooch. Poochie poo. Ornamental something cherry tree is blooming flowers. Cherry trees. So the traffic cone. Where's traffic cone? Traffic cone is a little, it is, the consistency of traffic cone is a little bit different. Okay. Not gonna lie, that one is a little bit different, but I haven't had any issues using it. So if it's not looking like, it's still, you want it to be thick enough that it doesn't fall off your spatula. Okay, if it's like oozing off, then there's a problem. But if you go and you scoop it out and it keeps its form, then it's okay. But it does look way soupy compared to the rest. But yeah, it works really good. But see, it's holding its shape. So hopefully that helps. So if yours is runnier than that, definitely be worried. If it's not, it just looks that way, and you do the little test. Yeah. I think there's another one that's kind of soupy like that. Was it? I don't know which one. I could have sworn another one was like that too. I want to say it was one of the newer ones, but I could be mistaken. Such beautiful colors. Sorry, I just could have sworn. But yeah, the traffic cone is a little bit different consistency than the rest. Oops. Rag, where's my rag? It is keeping its form. Yeah, that's good. If it wasn't, then you definitely got a problem. Okay. Smaller than cherries. Beautiful little white clusters of flowers. That's awesome. Okay, so sitting here, pull that up. We're going to get some nice, beautiful black ink, whatever black ink you have that you like. Because the alcohol ink has seeped into the paper, it should be just fine whatever you stamp over it. Because it's like dyeing the paper, I think. And then we're just going to ink these up really good. And stamp them down. Choke cherry. Yeah, the birds, I bet. They're like, feed me. Okay, so So she stamped really good. That stamped really good. But I'm not 100% happy with the bottom mermaid and my little seahorse. So we're going to stamp those again. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, it's so pretty. Clean this up. Yes, the Whimsy Stamps mermaids. They're so pretty. Gotta get some water in my bottle. Oops. Come on, little dude. I just need you clean. Okay, so I'm going to set these mermaids off to the side because I've already used them. You saw I have a huge set. So we're going to use other ones on the next card. It's a good way to use up all your set too. If you have big sets, you know, and only a couple of things will fit on a card, use them on one card, set them aside, try not to use them on another card, and then you can make multiple cards, you know, multiple cards. Okay, so there's that, and I think I am gonna put some bubbles, but I'll do the bubbles last. So, ooh, we're gonna put this one here, and then we're gonna put her, we're gonna stamp her right in the center. Like so. Because she's beautiful. And then we'll give her some little fishies. Come down a little. We'll give this one some fishies. And maybe some stars, little starfishies. Like we're gonna take the fish out. I changed my mind. We're just gonna put some starfish all over because she is grand and needs all of her beautiful stars. We got a nice one over here. There, the little one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starfish. Look at that. And I bought 3 sets. I got a starfish out of there, a couple out of there. That's a good way to use up your sets. Okay. I'm gonna stamp my bubbles, but splats, we could do splats with some white and black splatters. I think that'll be fun. Okay, we're gonna go in again with our beautiful black. Caprice, hello. Thanks for joining us. At the beginning, we did some alcohol panels, and then we used regular accent opaque paper, whatever your cardstock of choice is, to clean up the mess. And that's what we're using now. These are cleanups. I like using my cleanups. Well, I like making the cleanup panels, saving them forever. I've got a whole drawer of them. Okay, so we've got all of our little stars and everything. Now, I'm not pushing super, super hard because this one is a lot of fine detail. This one is a good one to have out your presser tool. Okay. You don't want to push and blow out those fine details, because if you push too hard, your lines are going to be kind of yucky and you're not going to be happy. So give it some love, give it some, pressure, but not heaps of pressure, because that's why you have the door. I'm going to stick my finger in there and hold it. Okay, I can see it didn't stamp in this area or by her hair. The little starfish stamped out really good, so I'm going to move them just so I don't accidentally double stamp them or anything weird happens. I'm going to go ahead and re-ink the mermaid. Make sure I do extra ink in that area that I don't have a lot of ink in. Okay. The lid's stuck to the other ones. Okay, and then we're just going to close it. And then we're going to focus our pressure where it didn't stamp the last time. Okay, right there. And then we peel that back and we find that she stamped beautifully the second time. All those fine details are still really fine. Woo, she's gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to add bubbles to her too. But I think we'll get our metallic watercolors and do her little scales maybe. Bonnie Blake, hello, hello. Got 2 Bonnies in the house, if my other Bonnie is still here. Clean my little star stamps here. I'm gonna have to see if Crescent Creation has some mermaid sequins or mermaidy embellishments. Definitely use some mermaidy stuff. Okay. Stinking squirt bottle. And I am just cleaning with water and a rag. Nothing fancy. Okay, now I'm going to peel her. Yeah, I'm afraid I would mess that up though, Dawn. I am a not very strategic person. Now here's our last cleanup. It's not my favorite. It's probably why it's last. But we'll make it our favorite. Or close to. Oh yeah, see this part right here that I don't like? We're going to put a castle right there. Look at us. And then what we'll do is we'll put our castle and then we'll stamp. Can I scooch it down? Yeah, I can scoot it down. And then I'm going to use the shells out of the other one to add more shells. Yeah, I like that there. And then maybe we will get this one, even though we used it on the other. I think it'll work really nice. And then we'll cut our little bit off of the bottom. And then maybe we'll have this silhouette one, like she's headed towards the top. Maybe she's left her castle. And see, we're pulling the stamp from this one and a stamp from this one. Stamp there, this there. So don't hesitate if you're like, well, I have a bunch of mermaids, but do you have a castle? Do you have enough seashells? Okay, the silhouettes. I really bought this one especially for the silhouettes, because the silhouettes you can put with anything. If you have fish or whatever, you can pop in not a pitch black, but like a gray. If you do your silhouettes in gray, it really pushes them back, like they're really far away. Yep. 2 Bonnie Bees. Bonnie Blake and Bonnie B. Okay. So I'm gonna move this over. I'm actually going to stamp the castle and the mermaid first. Just gonna stamp those because that's gonna hang off a little bit. I'm gonna actually pull that up just a little bit more. Trim that off and then have her going up right there. Again, these are all Whimsy stamps. And the great thing about doing the stamping on something that's so colorful, we don't have to color it later. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. Oops, come on. You can just let the background be all the color. When you're stamping solid silhouettes, okay, you want to make sure there's no whitey areas. So put your pad down, twist your pad, okay, move it around. Try not to pick the ink back up, but make sure it's a nice solid black when you go, before you go and close your door. Okay. Are those loose mica powders or similar to alcohol inks? Now, loose mica powder, you need to find a binder for. Now, alcohol ink in general, I don't know. I've heard that there's resins inside of them. That's how they get the color to stick. You could probably add a little bit of mica as a test to see if it actually will stick with these. But like when Marabou puts the micas in theirs, there's a binder in there that really lets it stick. That's why the Marabous smell funny. It's because there's an extra something in there. And you could add mica powders to your embossing powders. Okay, that one very, very faint. Definitely got to go over that one again. And she had a little blurb that didn't stick, so we'll ink her up again. But yeah, your alcohol inks are very runny. And that once that alcohol dries, that ink just stays put. Yeah, I bought I bought the one rainbow because I had a lot of the Tim Holtz. I bought the rainbow Marabou because it was something Tim Holtz didn't offer, and I'm glad that's all I bought because they're horrendous. The smell on them is horrendous. Gum Arabic. It's a food product as well as a craft product, Gum Arabic. It has a sticky quality once you mix it in with your water and your micas, and you can, alcohol inks. Alcohol, a little bit of color, and the micas and some Gum Arabic will make it, the thingy. Okay, why is that like not sticking right there? Being stubborn. That's alright though. Looks good, I think. Now, the lines on this are a little bit too thin. I might actually color this one. And it's not going to be a lot of color. We're just going to grab some colored pencils and color that in. Yeah, well, some of those embossing powders have mica in them that you buy, glitter and stuff. You just want to make sure you have more embossing powder than you do the fancy fillers. Otherwise, it's not gonna stick. Okay, so those parts are done. We're going to peel those. Okay, and then we're going to shift our paper. We're going to get some leaves right there, and we're going to get some shells right there. Make sure this is in the center or in the corner. Do 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 do. Okay, we're gonna put you guys right there. Copics and oxides are all hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I got alcohol markers rather recently, just a couple of years. I've been in the crafty industry for a while, but I took a big hiatus. I didn't craft. I didn't look at any craft stores for a long time. And then when I started my channel a couple of years ago, I was like, yeah, what? I was like missing all sorts of stuff. I knew about Copics, but I still just used non-alcohol markers for a long time until I found out that there was generic alcohol markers because I can't afford the Copics. And I got myself a set of Arteza, and then also the Spectrum Noir. Not a fan of the Spectrums. You very rarely see me use mine. I really like the Arteza ones, though. I don't know why I just closed that in there, you guys. Ugh, look at. Ooh, I better clean that, too. Let's get that. It doesn't clean all the way off, but let me just rub that off just a little bit. Okay. Ooh wee! Look at her. So I'm gonna grab my inexpensive colored pencils because they're right there. These are my Crayola pencils. I just have them in a Dollar Tree container. And since we have some blues and stuff, I think what I'm going to do is just add some of whatever is there and just darken it up. Darken it up. So I've got this purpley color there. And we've got like this bluish color here. Check us out. Oops, something's right there. Make her Little Mermaid house just stand out a little bit more than it would without the coloring. Just layer the colors on however you want to do it. You can go into a lot of detail or very little detail. And I'm just dropping a shadow down the one side. It'll be on the one side of everything. Left side or right side, you take your pick. Oh, look at that. Just fabulous. I'm going to go a little bit darker all the way across this one. Just layer your colors. Get them in there all nice and cool. Look at that castle. Woo-wee. He's gonna be a fine looking castle. Spectrum Noir. Yeah, they're not my favies. Ooh. Have fun, Jim. We'll talk to you next time. You can even do this on pattern paper. So if you buy the alcohol inks, you can if you buy the pattern paper that looks like alcohol ink, the lighter papers, you can definitely stamp right over and do the same thing. You don't even have to go out and buy alcohols to do this. Maybe you have some fun pattern paper in your stash. You can definitely use that. Okay, so let's do the tops. I don't know what color to do the tops, but I'm going to do a little bit of pre-shading. I'm going to add a little bit of gray to some areas. And then let's do a dark. Nope, I don't like that. That's all right. Okay, so I just put in a color that I don't like, so I'm just gonna add it to my shadow area. And then let's do. It's a shell. I don't know what color the shell is supposed to be. Let's do this creamy colored. Right over the blue. Oh, that looks nice. Mixing it in with the blue a little bit. Works for me. And I am pushing rather hard to get this creamy color to set on top there. Ooh, I like that. Oh yeah, I like it much better. Okay. Hurting my hands. These colored pencils are so skinny. Used to be able to color for forever. Getting old, people. Getting old. Getting old sucks. But I have pencil grips. Well, let me tell you, those pencil grips make a huge difference. Of course, my pencil grips are with another project right now. I didn't really think I was going to be color penciling, but that's okay. I'll suffer through for you guys. Suffering through. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and then we're going to let's do some fun bright colors for some of the seaweed and stuff. Let's give a little pops of color wherever we want, because that's something we can do. It's our scene. We can make it however we want. I almost have a very patriotic castle going on here. Ah, look it. We got the cream, blue and red. Planning some cards. I didn't color that. I don't know. That might be a house. Maybe I'll just color that blue with everything else, because I don't know what that is. It doesn't feel like very much depth compared to everything else, but we'll get it in there. I don't know what it is. we had this reddish orange. Let's go in with a little bit of orange. And then we're going to tone it down with a little bit of yellow. There we go. Look at that. Which kind of turned green. Add yellows to the lighted windows. Get another shade of orange for this starfish here. Go in and do our simple coloring on some of this. And add some creamy color. Don't like how that blended, so we're going to go and soften that up. Get a little shady arid color in there for that. That actually made a pretty color. Let's add that in here. Sometimes you'll find that colors make really cool combinations. Shells can be any variety of color because they are shells. Add some oranges and whatever we want. Oh, that's a nice color. Let's do that again. How did I do that? I don't know. Let's add some of this through the center. Gonna go over the top of it with this one. A little bit bigger strokes. And then we're gonna pop in this orange again. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Simon. How are you doing? I used the lunar pasties too. Just couldn't resist. It's a lot of fun. Which I still gotta take some pictures because I did lunar pasting on fabric again and all the things. Did lots of lunaring. Getting some rock color in there. So I put down a couple of colors and then just kind of blend them together. It's a small area, but it'll make them look a little bit textured. Get our seaweed. Again, we're coloring right over the top of some alcohol ink cleanup. We're using our Whimsy stamps, Little Mermaid sets. Oh, I don't want red in there. I don't know what I want. Let's see what this does. Oh, I like that. All of our Whimsy stamps. And the nice thing about the all stamps is maybe you only have one Whimsy stamps, but you've got some other stamps from other companies. Pull them out. Pull them out together and see how wonderful they're going to look together. Because the 3 sets that I'm using, you know, they kind of look like they might go together, but the drawings of the mermaids are very different. But all the things go together. You know, maybe you have some silhouette stamps from another company, but you don't have a castle, so you get your little Whimsy stamp castle. Look at that. Oh, you know what? I should probably color this a little bit yellow too, like that's lit up. We'll light that up too. Why not? All right, look at that one. Oh, you guys can't even see. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let me scooch these first. Let's clean these up. Got my little stamps sticking to them. Okay, so we got our pencils. We're putting those away, making sure our rubber stamps aren't sticking to them. Okay. This one I did want to trim because I think it'll just look better that way. I'm going to take it off of this side. I'm going to take a little bit off of both sides. We're going to go down to 4 inches. Four inches, and then we're going to take all of it off the bottom. No, we're not. We're going to take a little bit off the bottom and the top. There we go. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Don't. Oh, hoo, hoo, look at her. Okay. Grab ourselves a card base and I know I've got a black card base here. Okay. Score. Flip and fold, and I am pulling out black because we have her as a silhouette, so it's gonna help that pop really nicely. Look at that. Super easy alcohol ink cleanup, stamping. If it looks a little too hollow, you can go in with some markers, anything you want really. Just know that if you use alcohol, it might mix with the inks that are already there. You could put, yes, I could put lights in there, but I'm not going to. That one would be a good, ooh, you know what? If we did like this part as a shaker card and then put some little bit of lights so it lights up and put her kind of like in the middle of that shaker card and then put more lights right there, I think that would be really fun. We could totally do like a shaker with lights. But yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, and then we have our little bubbles, which we're going to add to the other cards that we made. Or, I didn't even finish making cards. Let's finish making these into cards. And I think I'm going to do that one full panel, but I'm going to trim this one down. 4. And then this one, I wanted to add some mica watercolors to her, so we're going to do that. Come on, line up. Do I want that trimmed? I kind of like it trimmed. We're just going to trim a hair off of 2 sides. I know. I already glued it down. I can't add the lights. There we go. See that? Just a thin border. Yes. I've already had you guys here for 2 hours. Not really wanting to do the lights. But if you guys want, go ahead and drop a comment in the chatty chat here. Wednesday, we could revisit this card and do a shaker / lit. Okay, if you guys really want to see that next Wednesday coming up, okay, we can redo this and do a shaker / lights. So if that's something you want to see, let me know. Shaker with lights. We'll go all out on that one. Oh, look at just that thin little border. And look at, I did a sentiment. And then this one. Bye, Pam. Have a great night. And I see a yes woohoo from Caprice. So 1 is enough. That's what we'll be doing Wednesday. I already trimmed that one down. Okay. So this one, we're just going to get a little bit of a water brush. These are my Arteza metallic watercolors. Okay, I have a special Arteza brush, and I only call it special because, yes, I will post final pictures in the Facebook group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends. This one is easy for me to find, so this one I just keep for anything with metallic. And so let's get a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. I'm just adding a couple of drops to the ones that I'm going to use. Added way too many drops to that one though. That's alright. Should be alright. Get that mixed in there. Okay, and again, this is the Accent Opaque. And I'm not soaking it. I'm just getting some of that color in there, okay? Which other one did I do? This one? Okay, just add some different colors of this shimmery watercolors. right on her tail. And then I'm just going to follow the lines. I'm not going to color it in. I'm just going to follow the lines. Because we want this to be simple. Maybe we need to mass produce a gift set, you know. So we're just going to do a simple pass with that pin. We're going to give her a little bit of a green bikini area. I think I got it. Maybe her strings. A little yellow flower. We got some white. Maybe we'll add, ooh, that's a little too much. Add a little white shimmeries to her hair. And then the same white to the starfish. And just kind of in the center. We don't need to pull it out and cover everything. Just enough to add a little bit of shimmers. Oh, look at that. It's turned. Oh, look. It's turned. That one, even though it's white, it's got a green undertone to it. Oh, yeah. I like it. You could totally color her. Okay, again, it's a total preference thing. I'm keeping it simple. Again, this is Accent Opaque we use to do cleanup with of our alcohol inks. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, helps to fold the card first. In there. Oh, look at me getting that down right. Woohoo! Gloria says she's glad she's retired. Yeah. Okay. So we've got that one. We added some shimmer too. Okay. We're going to add, I don't want the solid bubbles. I want the open bubbles. Open bubbles. Okay, so we got some open bubbles there. You're a solid bubble. I don't want you. And some open bubbles there. So let's close our glue topper. We don't want nothing escaping from there. Okay, so we're gonna add. Her mouth is there, so we're just gonna come up like they are floating up there. Ha 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 ha! Look at that. Just what it needed. Some bubbles. I'm gonna try and just get this one bubble. Gonna put some circles. Is that not picking up? There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. So we add some circles in there and then our little bitty bubbles. Fabulous. And then this one, gonna add, we want the smaller bubbles at the bottom and then they get bigger. Although I did it reversed on the other one. I guess it doesn't matter. Here we go. Look at that. Just that little bitty bit. That's all we need. Just some bubbles. Get those cleaned off. And so for 2 hours of play, okay, we've got 3 cards from cleanup, and then we've got 2 cards from our original alcohol inking. Okay, these are originals. Ugh, just and then when we cleaned up, we were able to make these. How fun is that? Get those in there. There's so many. Look at that. And then Wednesday, we'll revisit this card. We're going to do this card with the lights. And then, yeah. We'll do that. Thank you, Janine. The Blue Mermaid card is beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the whimsy stamps and then little wooden pieces. You know, these go at Joann's. Also, you could get stuff like this. They go on clearance all the time. Well, not clearance, but, you know, 50, 60% off. All sorts. But there we have it. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Very unique, very different. Very simple, a little extra because you got to do the coloring. Another simple, you know, because adding just that little bit of shimmer in there, you guys, that's nothing. And then these beauties, you know, they didn't take very long to make, but definitely make sure your white is dry. Or just be prepared that it might smear, but it definitely smeared interestingly. So I'm not sad at all. Okay. And then we were talking about splatters. I kind of feel like this one might benefit. Splatters are fun. Let's do a black and white splatter. Do I have black? No, I don't. Okay, we'll do splatters next time because I don't know where my stuff is. All right, and plus it's we've had you a while, so I thank you all for hanging out with me and making these beautiful cards, and I will see you next time right here on the channel. I will see you tomorrow if you go hang out with Debbie J on Debbie J's channel at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Debbie J and I will be talking about our planners. Whoop whoop. I shouldn't be whoop whooping. I haven't done mine yet, but we'll talk about that. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Bye bye.